I wrote a novel! I should practice these things beforehand. I was supposed to swing around, but that's alright. Follow me on my journey. Welcome to chapter 13 of A Writer's Journey. Last week I talked about the importance of Christian conferences to go to begin to meet people, fellow authors, agents, editors, etc., to make pitches for your book to editors and agents, and to sit in some good classes to learn more about the craft. So that's great, and I hope you're looking to see if there's one nearby, or well, just Google Christian writers conferences, and you'll see they're all over the United States. And the big one I would say is the American Christian Fiction Writers, which obviously by its title it encompasses the entire United States, and that's sort of the premier one. But there are others that are equally good, more regional, to attend as well. So pick some, and it's well worth the expense. Today I want to talk about something else associated with these conferences, and that is contests. A number of these will have specialized contests for works in certain stages, some only for already published works, and then some for as yet unpublished works. And I want to encourage you to enter those contests. And I'm going to tell you a story about how I got into a contest, because it was, I didn't know much about them. In fact, I don't think I even knew that they existed. When one day I woke up in the morning and God had been speaking to me, all I heard was, enter the contest. Enter the contest. And I thought, contest? What kind of contest? So I Googled Christian Writers contests, and it discovered that the American Christian Fiction Writers had a contest that was going on called the Genesis Contest. They have that every year, and it's for brand new writers, brand new books. So I looked it up, and it said the final day to enter the contest is May 15th. And guess what? The day God had spoke to me and told me to enter the contest happened to be May 15th. So I realized I had one day to get an entry form in shape. And so I did. I spent the entire day working on that, and usually they want a certain number of pages from your manual, from your book, plus some cover material, a synopsis, and things like that. So I wrote them all up, and I got them in just under the wire on May 15th. Now after that, I decided, well, this contest thing, I've already got the stuff written. Let me try some other contests. So I looked them up, and the Oregon Christian Writers had one called Cascade. So I entered that one. And then later in the year, I entered another one in Christian Writers of the West contest. And I kind of sit back and wait. And here's what happened. The one that God woke me up to enter, I was a semifinalist in, which is, I didn't know this, but it's a big deal. They only picked the top 7, and mine was one of the top 7, so I was a semifinalist in my genre. And I went to the conference, and they give you a little name tag which says semifinalist, and I didn't make it to the finals, which were the top 3, I think. But still, it's an honor to be nominated, and that's really true in this case. But it was a big deal as I was at the conference, and people would see this little thing that said semi-finalist in Genesis contest, and they come up and talk to me about it. So it was a icebreaker for making conversation, and it was also a good thing that helps me in later activities like getting an agent and stuff that I'll talk about in the next one. So I was a semi-finalist in that one. It was a finalist for the Cascade for the Oregon Christian Writers, so I went there, and again I got a little tag that said, I was a finalist. Again, I didn't win, but once again it opened a lot of doors at the conference for me. And so I began to pile up these recognitions for the book, which makes it easier when you go out, like I said, to find an agent or to find a publisher. And then I also entered the one for the Christian Writers of the West, and I was a finalist in that one too. I never won any of them, which would have been nice, but nevertheless, it was great to have so many finalist positions. It was very affirming, as you might imagine, that I was on the right track. So do it. Enter in any contest that you can find. They do cost a little bit of money, but usually not very much. And use that as a springboard to get some evaluations, because what you do is you get back these evaluation forms with comments and things, so you get a free evaluation. Well, not a free, because you have to pay for the contest, but you get an evaluation as well, which could help you on that. So we'll leave it at that for today. Next week I'm going to talk about getting agents, and my story for that one. So if you like this one, hit like, certainly subscribe, so you won't miss out on any future one. So you'll be notified directly when I post one, which should be every Wednesday. So far I've been consistent and been able to do that, and I hope to continue to do that. Make a comment. If there's something you want me to talk about, or comment about something I've said in any of these, please make a comment. I read the comments, and I'll respond to them. So until next week, have fun writing.